Hey, I'm Rory McDonald. You're watching MMA Ring Report video.
We are here with the King of the Cage lightweight champion. Very impressive victory today against Elmer Waterhan. Tell us about the fight today.
It was a quick one. The game plan was basically just a fight. I felt like I was going to be able to dominate in all areas of MMA, but ended up I felt comfortable to take him down at the time. I got the single, so took him down. Tried to take the back. Kind of got a little bit. I don't know. I got high, and so I kind of rolled over to guard. So took the arm lock, and then yeah, it was over. So.
It was a pretty impressive victory. Mr. Waterhan actually, stepped up on short notice.
Yeah.
Having said that, your original opponent was Andrew Buckland. What were you thinking when you heard that you had the opponent change?
I was a little bit frazzled, I guess. Like it was a week out. I was looking forward to the fight, but that's MMA, I guess. That's what happens. I don't really know the full story what happened. I haven't heard much talk about it, so I don't know what happened. All I know is he signed with MFC instead and took a fight with John Alessio a week later. And I don't know, he didn't return the contract, so he wasn't under contract, and that's about all I know.
Like I mentioned before, you're the lightweight champion. You're now fighting at welterweight. What is your future? Is your future at welterweight or is it 155?
It's at 170. Yeah, growing now, I'm 19, almost 20 now, and my body I'm just growing way too much, man. Like at 155, that's why I really wanted to stay, because I felt like I had like a lot of great fights for me at that weight, but you got to do what the body tells you, right? So go up to 170 and hope for the best.
Absolutely. You are considered by myself one of the best young 170-pound, actually at any weight in the country of Canada. I think that your aspirations could potentially be with the UFC. What are your thoughts on that? Will we ever see in the UFC?
I really hope so, pretty soon, within the year I'm hoping, but I don't know how things are going to work out. I can't tell the future, but my dream is always to fight in the UFC, and that's my dream. So, and we've been talking with them, with Zuffa and Joe Silva. So got one more fight left on the contract, and we'll take it from there.
Right. So one more fight left on the King of the Cage contract.
Yes. Yeah.
So you plan to fight that out and then possibly make the move to the UFC.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The UFC obviously one fight away. Having said that, there's obviously some great fighters. It's probably the deepest division possibly in the UFC. You got great Canadians such as Georges St. Pierre, guys like John Fitch. What are your thoughts on the division?
Well, again, with the 155 division, I felt that was perfect for me. But again, my body's just going too big, so welterweight's the next weight up, so that's where I got to take it. And yeah, you're right, there's a lot of talent in that division, so I'm just constantly trying to get better and work on my game, and hopefully I can compete with those guys.
Right. Is there anyone in the UFC that you kind of have your eye on or want to compete against?
Well, yeah, Georges St. Pierre, but that's not right away, that's for sure. But I just want to be the best I can be, and whoever I fight along the way, that's just another step to my dreams. Right.
I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit. In a little while, we're going to be having Rashad Evans take on Lyoto Machida. That's a tough fight to call for me. I'm going to ask you your prediction.
Dude, people have asked me that, and I can't give a straight answer. Like, they're two fighters that just match up. Lyoto, he's got this defense about him that a lot of guys can't figure out, and no one's figured it out yet. So if he can keep that defense and against Rashad, he could take it. But Rashad's one of those guys that's super explosive, got great wrestling, keeps the pressure on. So it just I couldn't call that one, man. I wouldn't bet on it.
Do you have a fighter in the UFC or anywhere actually that you look up to?
Georges St. Pierre.
Yeah. So here is the potential fight with him. I know it's a long way off. I know you haven't even fought in the UFC yet, but I mean, how would you feel about potentially facing him down the road?
It would be a dream come true. He's like a hero to me. So yeah, I would really, it's like the biggest dream in my life to be able to fight with that guy.
Right. Any parting thoughts for the fans out there?
Thanks for all the support and everything, and I just want to say thanks to my sponsors, Popeyes Kelowna, Copperstone Estate, Jugo Juice in Kelowna, and Fox and the Fiddle Pub in Langley. And thanks for all your help, all my training partners. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Team Toshido.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate that.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.
Did I ask you?